Hi, this really is going to be a quick video. I'm out in traffic. I'm at a stoplight right now, having gone to a couple of stores to get supplies for our Thanksgiving feast, which will be tomorrow. And our feast is going to be delicious and not traditional. Our family got in the habit many years ago of kind of changing it up on Thanksgiving. I don't know that my kids appreciate that, but they've always gone along with it. One reason I've always been concerned about not feeling, none of us feeling self-imposed pressure to live up to some kind of tradition that is really arbitrary, just because a family always has XYZ at a certain time of year. It can put a lot of pressure on everyone to make it just the way it's always been. And because I'm essentially a very self-involved, selfish, lazy person, I decided long ago that, for one thing, sometimes people don't like turkey, or they don't like roast beef, or whatever it might be. So we kind of started voting on what to have for Thanksgiving. Plus, my lovely mate is not from the United States originally, so although Thanksgiving is a wonderful tradition in our house as well, he did not grow up with Thanksgiving. So some years we had a traditional Colombian plate for Thanksgiving called the bandeja paisa, and everyone seemed to like that. Many years in a row, we each got little Cornish game hens. We have had turkey with sweet potatoes or sweet potato casserole. This year we're having a ketogenic feast. But it's not because we're imposing it on our two younger children, our sons and their spouses. It's just what we're having, and it just happens to be that the food is really good and ketogenic and delicious. All we're leaving out are the things like rolls and rice. So we're going to have picked up a pork shoulder bone in right now. I'm going to cook it on the big green egg all day tomorrow. So we're going to have a smoked pork shoulder or butt. Seems like two different parts of the anatomy that really have nothing to do with each other, should not be interchangeable, but apparently on the pig they are. We're going to have mashed cauliflower with extra cheese and butter. We're going to have Brussels sprouts wrapped in bacon. That's going to be good. I am going to make cranberry relish with non-sugar sweetener, and it's really good. I just have cranberries and I cook them up and throw some sweetener in, and we use lime juice, not orange juice, because we happen to have limes. And what else will we be having? I'm going to have cheesecake with an almond crust, and it's ketogenic. And I'm sure there's something else we're having. Oh, and coleslaw. Cabbage and mayonnaise and seasonings. What could be better? So this will just end up being a ketogenic meal, and so there's that. Who cares what we're eating? I really thought about making this because a lot of people, I won't be struggling tomorrow, I guess is my point. I won't be struggling. My lovely mate won't be struggling, because these are foods we like, foods we can eat. And even if there were foods there that we wouldn't eat, we just wouldn't eat them. We're at that stage. It's not hard for us to resist. Not all of you are necessarily in that position. You're not necessarily there yet. And this can be a stressful time of year anyway. Hopefully your family get-togethers are fun and affectionate, and we are lucky in that ours are. We'll be playing spades and Jenga and taking walks and cutting up, being silly, talking a lot. There will be a good time. And I don't feel any stress. I don't think my kids are. My husband is not going to. But as I said, not everyone has that in their lives. So I want to wish you good luck over this, starting tonight really, and through tomorrow, and then through the holidays. Good luck if your goal is to not eat foods that you don't want to eat. You're not eating them because you're trying to break yourself of a habit. You're trying to stay away from sugar. You're trying to gain control over your food. You're trying not to put on weight that you've lost. You're trying not to have your blood sugar rise. Whatever those goals are, I'll think good thoughts out into the universe for you. And if you are going to say, I'm taking myself off the hook, do that too. There's no law that says you have to remain low carb if you don't want to. So find your place of comfort and be at peace with whatever decisions you make. And if you do think you're going to indulge in foods that you don't usually, my suggestion would be go ahead and own it right up front. Do it. Guilt is a useless emotion. It does nobody any good, so don't feel guilty. But if you don't want to do it, try to think of some tools to help avoid doing it. It might be, sometimes the only way to avoid with a stressor is in advance. If you're a person that is a jealous personality, kind of the only way to deal with jealousy sometimes, when you're in the thick of it, it's hard to deal with it. I know my husband gets a lot of attention when we go out because, he's attractive. My wife is a very beautiful person, and it makes me insecure and jealous. Just kind of have to talk yourself through it. Same thing, I'm a nervous car passenger, so I have to talk myself in advance into being in a car if someone else is driving. Do this. If you don't want to fall off the keto wagon, and your intention is not to, but you fear you might, be prepared and try to have some tools and say, I'm going to be sitting at this table, and sure enough, someone's going to pass the apple pie right under my nose, and they're going to insist I have it because it's so good with ice cream too. So what's your tool going to be? Thank you so much. Mine would be, thank you so much. I am going to pass on this, but I'll have another glass of wine. That may not be something good for you, or I'll take the entire drumstick of the turkey. Deflect if that's what you need to do. You don't have to pick a fight with anybody. And hopefully no one is going to try to insist that you eat food that you've made clear that you're passing on, or just don't bring it up. Just, put it on your plate and then don't eat it. So good luck to all of us for many reasons, but good luck to us for these holidays, for the challenges, for the stresses, and try to enjoy the good bits and let go of those that kind of get under your skin a little bit. Let's all look for some peace and find joy where we can take it. That's my little holiday message. Ciao.